God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows how it's killing you. But there's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. But God only knows the real you. There's a kind of love that God only knows.
Welcome to season 3, episode 22 of Your Journey is Not Over. My name is Tanya Pearson Randolph. This is my own personal journey, and the expressions and opinions are of my own. I own all the rights to my personal journey and to Your Journey is Not Over. Neither are to be used, copied, nor edited in any way without my consent. Welcome back to my healing journey. And I want to say thank you to all that join me, that listen in, and that follow me. The ones that reach out to me. Truly, all that combined, it inspires me to continue on. I told God before the very first episode, if my journey, me sharing my journey, if it relates, it encourages, and it saves just one person on this planet, then it's going to be worth it. Every second, every step I take. 3 seasons later, I feel like with God, of course, leading the path every step, we have together saved, we've inspired, we've encouraged so many people. And the more that we heal, the closer that we do get to God. And the more people that heal as a collective, the more change is brought into the world. Healing brings peace, it brings understanding, it brings kindness, it brings compassion and empathy toward ourselves and others. And as everything in life, it's a domino effect. As I say, we are mirrors for each other, a reflection to the world. We all, every single person on the planet, we have work to do, improvements to make, healing from whatever we've experienced, whether it be childhood or adulthood traumas, setbacks in life, PTSD, losses and grief, anxiety, depression, panic attacks, even heartbreaks, any struggles. We all have healing to do, and it's like so many things. It's never ending, it's everlasting. Healing again is like a domino effect, but it all starts with you. Then to your children, your grandchildren, your coworkers, your friends. Look at the difference, and just with that, who all are impacted, changed, inspired, encouraged. I mean, seeing is believing, right? So look at the impact just one person, you, can make just by working on yourself, just by loving yourself enough to begin your very own healing journey. And it's never too late. You're never too old. Each and every single person makes an impact, a difference in this world. And the more people that heal, well, we are stronger in numbers, right? That's the more we together begin to change the world. I've always been told my whole life, too, you can't change the world, Tanya. You want to know my response? Yes, I can, one person at a time. And I'm so grateful that so many have joined me on my healing journey and have begun their very own healing journeys down your very own Yellow Brick Road, your very own healing journey. And I do want to tell you, just like in the movie, there will be a lot of distractions, a lot of obstacles, demon and cockroaches, as in the movie, flying monkeys to detour you, to stop you, and to block you. And just like in the movie, you got to stay aware, you got to stay focused, and you got to stay determined, steadfast on your path to healing. And you will not only step by step arrive at your destination. Always remember it's all spiritual too. And every single step that you take on your Yellow Brick Road, your healing journey, well, it gets you closer to God and to who He made and called you to be. Healing releases all the traumas, the hurts, the pain, the sorrow, the mistakes that we made along our journeys. It gives us understanding more than confusion. Once you receive and perceive the understanding of your journey, then it's so easy to release all that baggage and to carry on with your journey a happier, healthier, balanced version of yourself. Again, a mirror for the world, Now that's how you can change the world. With God, of course, all things are possible, but you can change the world one person at a time. And please keep God close, always. Now back into my journey. As I said in my last episode, history repeats itself. Being spiritual as I am, well, this is lifetime after lifetime, too. The spiritual warfare. Again, all energy, same evil energies, just different lifetimes, different vessels. And the devil will use whatever low vibrational person that he can. Again, lifetime after lifetime. This is not our first rodeo. And if you don't believe in past lifetimes, I respect that completely. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful nor push my beliefs on anyone. And I respect everyone's beliefs completely. I'm open to learning about others' beliefs, but I happen to believe in past lifetimes. And with history repeating itself in different ways, different forms, and with past lifetimes, I feel we are given the opportunity as souls to come back, to correct, again, heal our past lifetimes. So, yes, jumping back into my journey once again, history repeating itself. Well, this is one time I had to make a choice. History had to repeat itself. As you know, I'm a widow. I lost my husband to bladder cancer August 22nd, 2023. During his short illness, we had managed to plan everything together. The graves, his obituary, his funeral, his casket even. Every detail, as excruciating as it was for both of us, we did it together. I wanted to make sure everything was exactly the way he wanted, his wishes. And as you will later on hear in my journey, well, the cockroaches came out of the woodwork less than 24 hours after my husband's death and tried to derail, tried to change, disrespect my husband's wishes completely. Even when given proof of his wishes, his handwriting, notarized even, one would think that would be enough, and that those cockroaches would have showed their final respects by honoring that and allowing me to grieve and process all that I'd went through, watch daily my husband die, no sleep for months, and begin to process the trauma, the loss, the grief. Those compounded my grief because then I had to fight, go in defense mode completely to protect my husband and his dying wishes, and honor and keep every promise I ever made to him. I truly believe, have always believed, a promise, your word is everything. And I'm a woman of my word completely. As I say, with my sense of humor, of course, I don't waste my time nor my breath making promises I can't keep. That's time and breath I might need when I'm 80 years old. So I don't blow smoke. I don't bullshit. And I'm very determined to always keep my word, no matter the cost, the battle, nor the pain it might cost me. You're only as good as your word. Well, I buried my husband. I made sure he had a beautiful service. I double checked everything to make sure it was exactly as he wanted, wished. Well, there was some confusion as to his burial, and I caught it within days after his burial. He was laid to rest wrong. Best way I can describe it is where our headstone will be in just a matter of weeks now. Well, his feet would have been at our headstone. And spiritually speaking, when rapture comes, and no, scripture does not say that we rise to the east or the west, but my beliefs, my whole life, my husband's beliefs, we rise to the east to face Jesus. Well, the way he was laid to rest, he would have risen facing west, his back to Jesus. And that's what I had to consider completely when I had to battle with what do I do? A hard decision, a lot of sleepless nights. And it was a decision that he and I did not foresee me having to make. So I had no one truly that could help me with this decision. We had planned every detail together, he and now I was left to make this decision alone. And as I said, nobody can make this decision but me. After a lot of prayer, a lot of soul searching for the right answers, and a lot of tears, knowing my husband the way that I did, knowing his spiritual beliefs completely, his need to be a perfectionist no matter what, why I then had to make the decision to have my husband exhumed, brought up from the grave. Again, what others only have to do once, I was now doing. Like so many times in my journey, I was doing it twice. I do not own the rights to the things that I chose to share today. There are things I've been holding on to that I know deep down are no longer meant for me. And maybe that's what's keeping me stuck. So I'm learning to release, not with anger, but with peace. Because what's meant for me won't require me to hold on so tightly. Please always remember what's meant for you, truly meant for you, will not pass you by. God won't let it. You got to trust and believe and have faith that God, only God, knows exactly what's meant for you. Hebrews 13, verse 6. Let your faith be stronger than your fear. Sometimes the things that were meant to break you, well, they end up building you. The people who left, the pain that felt unbearable, it all shaped you into someone stronger, wiser, and harder to destroy. Once you realize that, nothing can stop you anymore. I will end today with this one. Some of us were born to speak the truth in a world addicted to comfortable lies. Before I sign off today, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, the grandmothers, the great-grandmothers, the foster mothers, and the stepmothers all around the world. This concludes my podcast for today. Please join me next Tuesday. Listen in, and always remember, your journey is not over. God bless.
God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows how it's killing you. But there's a kind of love that God only knows.